Hey guys, today I'll be discussing about brain death. This is my first topic in my series in my channel. So yeah, what exactly is brain death? It is defined as the irreversible cessation of all cerebral and brainstem activities, and it is also a legally acceptable definition of death. And so to diagnose this, it is basically a clinical diagnosis. So first you should there should be an evidence of devastating injury or any traumatic brain injury, which is confirmed by neuroimaging and clinical examination. And then there should also be you should exclude all the confounding factors like hypothermia. So make sure the temperature is more than 36.5 degrees, and then also make sure the systolic blood pressure is more than 100, and also exclude all the other causes like drug intoxication, paralytics, and narcotics, all that. And then after all this is confirmed, you can go for neurologic examination to confirm your diagnosis. So basically there is coma because of loss of neurons in the reticular activating system, and also you see absence of all cerebral and brainstem activity like cranial nerve reflexes, also called brainstem reflexes. So there is loss of pupillary reflex, loss of corneal reflex, and also loss of oculovestibular, oculocephalic, all those reflexes. And also the motor responses that originate in the brain are also absent, like decerebrate posturing, decorticate posturing. All this you do not see in brain death. All these are absent. But the movements which originate in the spinal cord are present. So guys, don't get confused with brain death, or don't think that reflexes, deep tendon reflexes are absent in brain death. Deep tendon reflexes are basically monosynaptic reflexes which originate at the level of the spinal cord. So basically the stretch receptor gets activated by hitting the tendon, and then it goes to the sensory neuron to your spinal cord, and then the response comes through your motor alpha motor neurons, and then you see the response. So this originates at the level of the spinal cord. So don't get confused thinking that if the reflexes are present, this patient is not brain dead. He is brain dead even in the presence of deep tendon reflexes, because this is not the criteria. And then guys, you also see a positive apnea test which also confirms brain death, which indicates that the medullary respiratory centers are not functioning, which means that there is apnea even when the PaCO2 is more than 60 mmHg, and the arterial pH is basically less than 7.28, which is acidic. So even after that, if you're still not inconclusive of the results, then you can go for some ancillary testing, you can go for EEG, which shows electrocerebral silence and you do not see any brainstem evoked potentials. And also you can do this blood flow on brain imaging, like you can do CT angiography, MRI angiography, Doppler or carotid angiography. You can see, you do not see any blood flow to your brain at all in that. And if this is positive, then it meets your requirements for brain death. So then you can confirm that it's brain death, guys. And yeah, that's all about brain death. Thank you guys. I guess this video helped you. Make sure you like and subscribe my channel. Bye bye.